Yeah, I probably won't be able to do Saturday afternoon, so you'll be free.
We are live.
You'll just have Brian speaking of.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to episode 7
Number 7.
of the Metal Family Experience. I am one of your hosts, damn it, Dave, and this is my co-host.
What the fuck, Chuck?
And today we're actually, I'm actually kind of, it's kind of weird because
What?
it's hard to believe that they're still here
Yeah.
because this is who I wanted like long
Long
time.
time ago. Long time
They're
ago.
like way up there, and like we're just like little.
We're not.
We're garage. You know,
Stop! Stop!
Listen, he's by the door. You're gonna have to open it.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna float away.
Yeah, but tonight we are here with the one and only, the hard-hitting Storms Within. Thank you guys for coming on.
Definitely.
Much appreciate you guys being on
Much
tonight.
appreciated.
Absolutely.
We'll just start off by just starting on my right. Tell us who you are. Go around and then start bullshitting.
My name is Erica. I'm the vocalist.
Tom, guitar player.
Hey, I'm Dave. I'm the other guitar player, and I'm not Tom.
I'm Ron. I'm the JV drummer.
Stand bass.
All right, guys. Good, man. Well, you're here because one thing we want to just go ahead and get off is you have a new release coming out.
We do, yeah.
Tell me
You're
about
starting
it. Start off.
big.
So,
Yeah, going right
might
at
as
it,
well,
huh?
baby.
All
Yeah,
steep.
might as well.
Let's
We
Is there any other way?
speaking of release, we brought you guys. You guys are gonna get the first copies
Thank
of
you.
the new
Thank
album.
you.
album.
Much appreciated.
I feel super special.
How about it? Yeah, we listen,
that.
guys.
Dude, I like that
Awesome.
album.
Limit
Thank
one
you.
boner per half hour.
Yeah.
At my age,
That's all right, Dave.
I'm good.
Dave used up 6 hours worth already.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like that. Man, that artwork's
Some awesome artwork
Thank
on the
you.
front of it.
Yeah,
The
We-
inside is even cooler.
when we finished
See
our
the
recording,
inside.
we
Yeah.
kind of
Artwork
tried to
is
figure
really
out when we wanted the release to be, and we didn't know whether we wanted it sooner or later, and that was kind of a consensus we came up with because originally we were going to do it in August, and instead of pushing it back and delaying things further, it was kind of with our bass player swap out. We wanted to get this album out so then we can move forward with Stan and start writing new music and recording new stuff, and so that's why this is kind of pushed forward and us trying to get it out as soon as possible. So then that way,
That
get
makes
it out
sense.
and get it out and going.
So how was the process of making this?
It was great. It was
How long did it take you
it was
guys
about
to-
the same as Minds of the Wicked. Just all recording individually and getting everything done. We recorded that album with Mike Losey, our previous bass player. That's why we were getting this, like I said, getting this guy out because Stan replaced Mike back in officially
June.
June. So for the summer, Mike and Stan kind of flipped back and
Right.
forth. And then officially, I think
It was October.
it was October 7th. Female Fest was Mike's last show. So we wanted to, like I said, through October until I want to say maybe 2 months ago was us finalizing the songs, getting the artwork and all the stuff finalized, and then getting the CDs ordered. So we had to just make sure we had, enough time to get all of that completed to schedule the album release. So
Okay, well that kind of makes sense.
yeah, there's a lot that goes into
Yeah.
it that people don't think
When I
about.
said at the beginning.
You go ahead, man. You got
So
this.
how did you guys formed? What year did the Storms?
And 14.
14?
And what brought it all
Yeah,
together? pretty much?
How did Storms? What
Oh,
was the
it's,
thought?
it's a bit of a long story, but
We have all the time we want to.
Yeah.
way back
I love-
before Storms, Erica and I used to be in band together, and Tom was looking to put together a project, and he was looking for like a sleaze metal drummer, guitarist, singers, he was looking for a project. And Erica had said to me, Tom's looking for a drummer. I'm like, hey, no way I'm good enough to play with T-Dubs because he's like legend in the scene.
Mind you, this is 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago. I was like, I have nothing to offer that guy. And she's like, just go and try out.
Because at the time, he was playing for Scarwork.
Which
Okay.
So 2 different bands. He was in Scarwork,
Yeah.
which everybody knows that. And then he wants to start this 80s sleaze band. So
Now you
yeah,
gotta
That's-
remember, I've only been here since 2011, man. Some of these bands,
Scarwork was like one of the top. I mean, it was in the years they were one of the top bands. They were signed for a while in Erie, and they were touring band. And Jaden was the vocalist at one point. Yeah, it was a
Okay.
very big band in the area. So he was in that band, and then he had put out an advertisement for this drummer. So you continue.
So Erica says, "Why don't you go try out?" And I'm like, "Are you nuts? Like, I can't play, you know, because I came from like 80s style rock, you know. I didn't even play double bass at the time." And then she convinced me to try out. So Tom and I got together, and we were like, "Okay, cool." You know, he taught me a lot along the way. And then we brought a vocalist in, or Tom brought a vocalist in, and then we couldn't find a bass player to save our lives. So we got Erica, and Tom helped Erica, taught her, and then that's where like the core began at that point. The three of us have been together ever since, in some incarnation or another, through cover bands or original bands. And then that band fell apart. We started a cover band, and then Tom got the itch to start writing originals again. And our first song that we wrote wasn't it Eternalized?
No, it's Mayhem.
Mayhem.
It was Mayhem. Okay.
Tom-
I always think it was Eternalized.
Tom had approached me, and he's like, "Listen, I want to do something different." He's like, "Would you front a band?" And I'm like, "Dude, I play bass. Like, I'm not gonna front a band." And he's like, "No, seriously." He's like, "Cause there was a few songs I had played bass and I sang on, just like, you know, random songs in the sets or whatever." And he's like, "No, really, I think you really need to. I think you need to front a band, and we'll work on it, and you know, your confidence level and this writing and everything." And I'm like, "All right, well, if you guys are willing to work with me, we'll figure it out." So.
Well, the reason I did that was because when I first put Scarwork together, you came to try it out.
I did.
You came to try out a singer. We're looking for a singer.
now when did Dave?
Oh, all right. So that cover band project fell to the side after the first original band that we were in together. That was a Bed of Razors. So that fell to the side. Then we went to Everybody Hates Monday. That fell to the side. So we continued, and we're like, the three of us were like, "Yeah, let's do this original thing." At that point,
Well, we had originals. We had Mayhem.
yeah, we were writing originals while we were in
Damn it, Dave!
I know. Well, I'm not going to be using it for that. I'm just going to be using that one anyway.
Well, yeah.
So I just noticed that. I don't know why.
So we were writing originals while we were still in that cover band, and then when that fell apart, the bass player from the band, he was still kind of with us, but you know, he was. Long story short, it just didn't work out.
When did you?
So who did we have? We had Joe Hawthorne, who came in to the band, and well, we had Jeff first, and then Joe, and then that was like our lineup.
Right before.
And then a couple of them fell out, and then it was like five. Radishevsky. Did we have Radishevsky with us? Or oh, that was Razors. My bad. That was Razors. So in Storms, it was Erica, Tom, me, and Joe, and then Jaden came in and played bass with us.
Yeah, Jaden played bass for 6
years. He was with us for 6 years, and then we took a bit of a sabbatical. And then when we got back together, we were like, okay, cool. We tried to start writing some new material.
Jaden played with us for a little bit, but he is still in college.
Yep.
So it was taking a toll on him to be doing, we're very scheduled. So doing that on top of we play shows and travel, on top of he was singing for Joe Nameless at the time, on top of his college, on top of his work, and it was just too much.
Yeah. So he ended up leaving. And then who did we have come in after that?
So
Yeah, we had Nick, which is Dave's son. He came in and played with us for a while.
But get back to the question was
Dave came in. Dave came in after Jaden left. No, you were here when Jaden was still here. So he came in right at about 4 years, almost 4 years ago now.
It'll be 5 years, 20.
we
That's why 2020.
2020, Dave came in.
we had Rob for a little bit.
Yeah, we had Rob,
COVID
God rest his
baby.
soul, for a while.
He's a COVID baby.
Yeah.
He came in during
So
COVID.
Dave came in, and then he became a solidified member. and we were chasing after a certain somebody, but he wasn't prepared to commit. He had
Listen, he
commitment
had
issues.
plans to go to Florida.
That's right,
He's got
that's
commitment issues.
Because actually, at the same time, I think Dave wasn't the guitar player that long when I was with you in Lady Midnight.
Correct.
And I was playing bass for that band, and she came in, just blew my fucking mind. And I was like, oh my God, I'd love to play something else besides cover songs. And then she said that Storms was looking for a bassist. So I waited until after practice and walked over to Erica and said, if you guys look for a bass player, I'd be glad to try out. Next couple days later, she sent me like 3 or 4 of the songs. I went down and tried it out, smashed it, and then ended up
Indeed.
leaving them.
Yeah, left Tom drooling in the corner, and then he's like,
it's not even funny because he came in, what was it, 3 days? After,
Yeah, it was 3
7
days.
songs after 3 days, and he comes in and he's playing it like he wrote them. I'm sitting there looking at Tom like,
Yeah, I'm
this
very,
fucking guy. You know,
anytime we get
Oh,
somebody,
my bad.
anytime we get anybody new in the band, I'm very skeptical. Then I wait a while. I don't.
Right.
I mean, how long was Joe Jim with us before I said, okay, you're in the band?
yeah, it was like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at least
So-
a year.
But
Because
that's
I only know you guys when you guys had Mike. That's the first time I saw you was when you guys
Gotcha.
had Mike.
okay.
And so to me, like I was telling my wife Cammy that Mike is like it's like a technical player.
Mike's a guitar player.
Yeah, so he's very
By
technical.
nature.
He moved. He
And then-
moved over to bass for
Then
us.
first time I saw Stan was at the barracks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Mike was
Mike's great. Mike's a technical is great. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah.
That stage presence
Well,
just crushed it.
Mike came in
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
someone with
Definitely.
commitment issues didn't come back. After we were like,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then
here's
Mike
the
came
thing,
in.
though. We went in the scope of 6 months. Okay, we had just started recording, so we went from Jaden to
3 bass players.
Rob Hiles to his son Nick to then we're full blown recording. Now we're like we've got the guitar parts and all the shit done. Now we need bass. So now he's recording bass parts. To Mike gives us interest. Well, Stan was the beginning of all that, and then Mike gives us interest. Has somebody in his family? I think it was one of his parents.
Yeah.
One of his parents had passed. So then he's like, I can't join. We're sort of like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So Mike got back to us and was like, I can join. Just give me a little bit of time or whatever. And
It's
then
like 2 weeks later he came.
yeah, and then Mike was with us until this last October when he tapped out.
He came in during the recording.
Yeah.
I think tail end of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I recorded a bunch of songs.
Forever grateful for his
Yeah,
time that he
he
spent
came
with
in-
us.
he came in
Oh,
last couple songs.
I liked him. I mean, I thought, you guys are a great band with it.
No,
Yeah,
Mike's
that's awesome.
our Mike's our fucking.
Well, it's like
dude.
I got it,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know a difference. I mean, it's like when I watch Stan. it's like,
Yeah,
shit.
this guy,
I get it.
though, it's like
He
He's
all right.
it-
he's
Yeah,
he's
he's
aight,
all right,
yeah,
okay.
he's aight.
You're looking at him like me, he's just beating the shit out of that thing. I'm like,
He's a different breed.
he's a showman
one-
on top of a bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Because that was the whole
you're-
thing too. I made sure I stayed in contact with the guys, with everybody.
Well,
I just
having
didn't
that
let
connection
like
is a big deal too.
everything go to the wayside. We talked all the time. I called them when I was down in Florida and stuff, and just talked and bullshitted and stuff. And then it was just out of the blue. Eric messaged me, and I was actually thinking about stopping for a while because I was having issues with my hands and my wrists because I was playing an awful lot. I was in a country band. I was in another band. I was in like 3 or 4 different bands playing, and it just was taking its toll on me.
Yeah,
Running
is that
so-
wild? You don't
I was
even.
getting ready
I
to
was sitting here
stop. I
thinking-
swear.
How the fuck are you going from country to fucking metal?
He
Well,
played
I'm
a
like-
fucking country band a gig
How?
on a Friday and then played with
How?
us on a Saturday.
Yeah.
How you
Yeah.
I did it too.
Yep.
Nice.
He
And
did
that
it.
was it. She
Yeah,
messaged
Tom did
me.
it. Tom was in a fucking
Yeah.
country cover band too.
Yeah.
And she messaged me and said, "Hey, we're looking for another bass. We're looking for a bass player again. Would you do it?" And there was no hesitation. I said, "Fuck yeah, I'll be there. What day do you want me to go?
He's like, what songs do I need to learn?
What do I need to do?"
All right,
The one that was really hesitant was Tom because I did leave. Everything was working well. Seemed to be jolly.
Oh,
All
yeah.
of a sudden, but me and Tom love each other, and we're
They cuddled, it made up, and it was okay.
yeah.
The thing about it is like when a new member comes in or a prospective member comes in and you get that spark from the instant that they plug in,
Yeah.
you go, yeah, this has to work. And then when things happen, you go, shit, we have to start over, and now we got to try to find somebody. And then after Stan, it was like, And now that he's
I
back,
get
it's
it.
like, I'm going to break your kneecap.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
No, I love him to death.
Yeah, it's a
It's-
big difference.
Because that's the thing. I mean,
Tell
our
me people chained in
chemistry
the basement. It's
is
okay
just
to tell everybody.
insane.
I'll feed him.
It's just insane. Our chemistry is amazing.
Just don't go anywhere.
Well, the scene out here is amazing.
Yes.
I mean,
It's definitely building back.
it's funny because, like I said,
That
I
is.
moved here 2011. Probably didn't know when did we get involved?
I don't know about you.
Yeah, we.
I
when you
was
finally,
just
mouse
the
in your
first
pocket.
massacre.
You ain't French.
yeah, when you
First
yeah,
massacre.
yeah, when you
I
finally
really
first
got
told
into
me.
a lot of it. You, I don't know, when did I
Like-
meet you? In what, 8 years?
8, 9, 10.
And you're my favorite, not Tom.
Something like
Just
that.
to let you know.
Oh,
I forget when, but yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I didn't even
Was it
know.
the Sandbar first one?
Yeah, the sandbar was the
Or was
first
it
one.
Massacre?
But, no, sandbar was the
Sandbar,
first one.
yeah.
Kitchen.
Well, you even. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that was during that. I forget when. Because it was
Sandbar
Mike.
still existed.
Yeah, that was a good night.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't realize
That's kind of
how
on the table. It's-
Erie even had a metal scene out here. I'm so grateful I found it because it's been so much fun.
yeah, we are truly blessed to have one of the best music scenes, and I mean, all these yokels that are all they can't sit still. Just so you guys know, but
Yeah.
we're truly blessed to have the scene that we do in Erie because we do travel a lot, and it is crazy to go to different places and then be like, where the fuck did you guys come from? And we're like, what do you mean? And they're like, we don't have this, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
then when we bring people up to Erie, it's the same way. Like we've literally one of our buddies just moved up here. I mean, his girlfriend lives up here now, but one of our buddies literally moved from Youngstown to Erie partially because he fucking loved the music.
Another
scene.
Youngstown
Yeah.
boy.
Another Youngstown boy.
Nice.
But it's just the Erie music scene is bar none like no other. Like venues are now starting to open their doors to the
Yeah.
original scene,
Mhm.
and
And they're
I mean,
seeing, and I'm hearing they're seeing the benefits.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
because they've
Voodoo
been-
Voodoo
because
has
they've
a
been,
series.
yeah, they've been
Every year.
afraid because they already know cover bands always bring them in, but it's like they're afraid, but now they're singing.
Bring the original in.
Well, Voodoo, literally the patio concert series. Kyle opened every Friday from mid-May to mid-September. All the original bands.
Yeah, we go to a lot of those shows.
That was huge.
Yeah.
Those are fun outside.
Oh, they're absolutely they're a blast. They're lucrative for them. We get bodies out for us, and
Yep.
they've got good food, good drinks. Like it's just a great atmosphere, and it's all ages.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
know, like you
that's
can't
the
get
best
better
part.
than that.
like even at the barracks, they're finding out when they have the shows there. I mean, a lot of people come out. I mean, our last show there was
Oh, that place was packed.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was packed.
We
Great
we
turnout.
had
It was
very
a good time.
easily
Yeah,
booked
great.
them for Tom's show. Is we were trying to figure out where to have a benefit-y kind of thing, you know, and initially it's Basement Transmissions, but Basement Transmissions has so many logistical issues. So I'm like, where the hell else do we try? I'm like, well, the Barracks just had a show. Would they entertain another one? I don't know. And Ken Severance had messaged, I think her name's Amanda, and said, I'll get you in contact with her and see if she'll take you guys on. So, it's just, I'm very appreciative to
Yeah,
these
it's-
establishments.
yeah,
it's
that do
actually a
that.
pretty good place to see a show.
It is.
Yeah,
They-
it really
that
is.
back room is
Yeah.
built for shows, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's
And when you
perfect.
look at it from the road, you can't even tell it's that big.
No.
No,
I was
I didn't realize
impressed when
it
I
when I
walked
first-
in. I was like, wow.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
didn't-
nice. It's a good venue. I wish that they would allow people to do it a little bit more regularly, like once a month or something. Not
Yeah.
the same bands, obviously, but at least to get an
Yeah,
original
the only
build
thing
up.
is like
Yeah.
because we didn't go to the last one at King's Rook.
No,
Man,
no.
we just didn't realize it's like what the first show.
Yeah.
They
Wanted
don't go
to,
on
but-
till 10:30 at night.
Yo,
I'm like, oh, hell
that
no.
was a hot ass no.
You
I'm
missed
like,
a
hell
hell of a
no,
show, though.
not
Yeah,
at my age.
that was
I'm
a
like, I'm
hot
usually in
no.
bed by then.
I saw Eric. Ironically enough, I saw Eric at the fucking breakfast place that day, and he's like, "Oh man, you gotta go to the show." I'm like, "Dude,
I really wanted to
10:30
go,
start
too.
time."
Yeah.
I really wanted to go to that
but-
one.
It was a great show.
Yeah, I heard
The
it
place was
packed.
packed all night.
And I was like, man, I really thought, really?
It was a
10:30?
good show. They
I'm
sold
like, I'm
the
not-
shit
I'm
out of
not
free
gonna be-
sales.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to be home. Yeah, 'cause- we ended up buying
It was
10.
a St. Patrick's.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we
Yes.
just bought
Yeah.
10.
Aw.
We knew we
Didn't
weren't
make it.
going. I'm like, yeah, we're going to buy 10 of them. Because we knew it's like our daughters were in town anyway from
Yeah.
college.
It was
And then
they
but-
have to sell it for a Rook original show 100 tickets minimum pre-sale to get moved downstairs. So
And
I
there
was
a ton more
thankful.
through
I
the
was
door.
thankful that they had a good
Yeah, that's
shot.
what I did because we said that. I'm like, all right, well, okay, we just bought that. There
Yeah.
you go.
If you're
Really
alive,
need
never
anymore.
been in that place.
Let me know.
It's an
It's
amazing.
not. It's a good venue.
It's an amazing
It
stage.
sucks ass location wise because it's all on
Right.
street parking. And
Yeah.
loaded and out is a nightmare. But like the venue itself, that stage downstairs is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that has to be a nightmare though, too, Bo. Being like a local band and having to haul all of your equipment around.
Dude, let me tell you, the upstairs stage is not it. Like you're literally looking like straight up a stairwell to
Oh,
get
Jesus.
up to the second. You're like,
Oof.
oh god.
Good
Glad we
job.
went to digital.
Yeah, that would be
Now, when you're playing
miserable.
the downstairs stage, you literally pull in and you can pull your gear right off and go right onto the stage. And
That's
we
nice.
had it down to a science last Friday. It was amazing. Every band killed it.
Well, it's just like that metal. I mean,
Yeah,
that side entrance. Go
Yeah.
in.
that's
That
exactly
has
what
to
it
be-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
Make it
pull
so
into
much
there,
easier.
take it
Do
off.
you guys
the back.
share kits?
No,
Oh.
every one of us use our own kits. And the first band set up, the second band had their staged, and then when they took theirs off, they went around. The other band put theirs on, and I
Oh,
put mine right
nice.
there. So it was
Nice.
just clockwork. Like we had a whole flow.
That's
But
good.
it was amazing. I mean, Joe Namos didn't play until close to 12:30, and the place was still packed.
You
I
see
know.
his face?
It was packed. It was still packed.
I'm like,
Dave was asleep at 8 that night.
Yeah, I know. I said, Dave, you coming out and supporting me? And he was like, yeah, bro, I'll try to
I
be
was
there.
already well into a dream.
He thought he was there in his dream.
now, if he puts a show at the Bears, he knows going to about 7. Okay. I know. Okay, 12:31. I'm hanging out
That's
with
the one
10,
COVID
maybe.
thing I like.
But if
I like
it's-
the 7 to 11s. Those
I'm
are
not gonna
great.
lie. Come 11 o'clock, I was like, yes, I should be home sleeping.
Because there was like, I don't know how many times we'd be.
Can you imagine that's what it was before COVID, dude? Like you didn't go out until 10.
You didn't get
9
home.
o'clock was early if you went out.
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
like 9 to 1 or 10 to 2. That's
yeah,
all
10
you
to
had.
2. 10
yeah.
to 2. I
3
remember
o'clock, we're at
Sherlock's. Sherlock's was always 10 to 2.
I used to go on my grocery shopping at 2 in the morning.
That's smart.
3 a.m. We're sitting there in Taco Bell parking lot. You know, it's just like
Right,
It used
right.
to be-
yep.
Thank
used to be
God.
Taco
Bell's
Bell or
open now.
Denny's.
right, for the
Yeah.
win.
And nowadays, it's like me and my wife look at each other like at 8 o'clock. It's bedtime yet.
Yeah, I know. Now the sun's out at 8 o'clock. It's like,
Oh my God.
ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to pull the shades closed.
Well, she
You got a
could
whole big bag of food for $10 from Taco Bell.
You can't beat that. You can't beat
Right.
Well, Taco Bell back in early 90s, mid 90s. I mean, you could spend
your age some more, Dave.
late at night
Damn it.
$4.
Dang.
You can have $4 and have a healthy meal at Taco Bell.
Healthy meal.
Yeah.
Kinda
I know you're gonna have healthy
Healthy
shit,
movement.
healthy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's
Healthy
it.
dog
That's
movement.
it.
3 bean
Healthy
burritos
movements
and a
and
water.
exercise.
Barely.
Good.
We almost didn't have you here for Joe Namath's kind of.
Oh my,
Come
dude,
on.
I don't know what happened that day.
Yeah. But
I literally called my guys up. I'm like, bros, I'm not making it tonight. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, think about our song, Mexican Horror Story. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you got the norovirus.
Yep.
He had that sick stomach flu
Yeah.
thing.
I'm sitting there literally texting. We're like, you coming? I'm like, dude, I can't.
I know.
I can't stop.
I
Hold on.
can't
I'm
stop.
trying.
Yeah, I get
Yo,
it.
that shit was bad.
Yeah, 'cause
that
when
went
we
through
had,
all of us.
Because I was recuperating when SCARS was on. I was like at the 10 days
Mhm.
already. So, man, I was powering through it because it.
It kicked
But ours
ass.
wasn't
Did you
that.
guys get it?
I don't
Not
know
me.
what. No,
Oh, good.
ours was
You better
something-
knock on wood, dude.
Ours was
It's
something
still
else.
going around.
We had.
Yeah.
We didn't know what. We don't know what it was, but it went around the house. But yeah, I was struggling through the SCARS. I was like, man, I hope I can get through this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even just
Yeah,
that.
It was
thing.
just a man cold.
It was a
Man.
man cold.
It-
Yeah.
It
And
was.
there's Tammy in the back shaking her head. Yep, it sure was.
It was worse. It was.
It
worse
drained you of
than-
all your
than
energy too.
childhood.
Like
Yeah.
you just had
Yeah.
no oomph.
Yeah,
Like, no
my
get up.
cold was worse than childbirth.
Yeah.
It was that
Yeah.
How
bad.
can you
Yeah.
compare? How's that
It
a
was
comparative
that
statement?
bad.
Yeah.
You've never had a man cold.
I understand.
Yeah, you got a man cold before.
Well, the
Yeah,
way
man
y'all
cold.
act when you're sick, you would think you're giving birth.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know,
Actually, I think
we
we're
do
pretty
get
similar.
we do get birth to like
Oh,
kidney stones.
actually, I think
but
the man
that-
You know what? I want to get one of those
Let's
stimulates.
give them there.
We'll give them there. We'll
Hold
let them
on a
have it.
second. Hold on a second. We'll get you guys one of those stimulation things.
Oh,
Strap
yeah.
it on your gut, and then we'll do it.
Oh no, there's
And I want to know.
no, there's no fucking
I cracked
way.
mine
I
at
got
20.
enough.
What are you
I've
talking
seen
about?
I've seen videos that no way I'm doing that.
Well,
No
Dave
way.
just asked for it. I'm getting on Amazon
No,
after this.
I will power
You
through
know
it.
what? I have one at the house.
Yes.
Monday.
I'm down.
The
No.
strap-on thing?
No,
Oh, strap
Wrong drawer, Dave.
Ron, I thought we were gonna talk about that.
Oh God, here we
I know,
go.
Listen, you don't understand how ridiculous they get. It's all on
No, I can
them.
imagine. I mean, because Dave acts like he's all quiet.
He's
But
on.
I
No, no.
And he's probably
Do you want to tell the
He's
joke?
probably the most
Story?
sarcastic.
Oh yeah.
You should tell this story.
Here, listen. This is
Okay.
you guys.
Story
You
time. Wait a
guys
minute,
will.
wait a minute,
This
wait a
This is
minute,
our first story time of the evening. Yes, get comfortable. So
Alright, go for it.
Dave comes to practice. It comes to the first practice, and we're all,
It's
you know,
gonna be good.
it's good. It's fucking fantastic. Okay, so in every band, there's always the gay jokes or the gay members, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we go to the first practice. Everything was kind of uptight. You know what I mean? Like it felt very structured, if you will. And then he left, and I looked at Tom, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like he seems a
might
little
not make it.
structured, and
Yeah.
and
He might
like
not
sometimes
make
the
it.
first time someone's nervous or whatever, he's like, well, we'll give it some time, whatever. So he comes to the next practice, right? This time he comes down, it's feels a little bit more relaxed, like he's a little bit more comfortable, and he's talking just randomly, and let me think how it started. So was it you or Ron that made
We
the
were
comment
talking.
about the TV?
We were talking
Was it
about the
you?
TV being
Was
on
it
at
you?
night.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, that was
So
Yeah.
so this is how it started.
Yeah.
So Ron and I were talking about, well, when you're sleeping in the room, you leave the TV on, do you sleep with it off? Like, how do you do it? And we're like, oh, the TV's
Timer.
yeah, TV's always off. It's got to be off, or
No, it's the whole thing was if you have your TV's off in the bedroom, you're sleeping.
well, that's what I was getting to. Tom says this: if your
Right.
TV's off, then the demons watch you. So then this is just a conversation we're having.
It gets
That
better.
why we're having a conversation about the TVs being on. Who knows? This it's like the conversation we're having now.
I know
So-
where this is going.
So you know exactly where it's going. So Ron was like, we sleep with it off, and Tom's like, well, if it's off, the demons watch you. I said, why not? And Dave goes, well, mine sees a lot of masturbation, and that's when you knew we were like, okay, well,
That's where the ice broke.
yeah, that's
Yep.
we're like, oh,
Absolutely.
Dave's in the band.
So if you have it off, demons watch you. How do they watch you?
Yeah,
Demons are watching Dave masturbate at night. So.
Yes,
definitely.
Huh.
Which is why I
That's
put
probably why the
thunderstorm
demons
sounds on.
didn't come back. They're like, fuck this, I'm out.
So then
That's not what I
there's
signed
an
up for.
ambiance while they're watching you
Absolutely.
masturbate.
Yeah. It's like that
I
70s
keep
porn.
my
You
little
gotta have
thing going, and mine just watch me during the day when I'm
That's how mine
sleeping.
is.
At night shift,
Oh
they
my
watch
God.
me during the day.
Yeah, that was that. I'll never forget that
Oh my
because that
God.
was so damn funny.
Or the theme song I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, if the TV starts talking back to you, I'm like, hey, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Like,
Little
You
to the
see
right,
little
little to
hearts
the
and
right.
stuff and little thumb emojis stuff.
Yeah,
You're like,
right. See, Dave heard that before, and he told me, he confided me. He's like, dude, I heard the TV tell me I wasn't doing it right. Like, they were bored. I was like, no, honey, that was just your wife.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Oh my God.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
love it.
Yeah, that's when you usually know. I mean,
Yeah.
that came
I
out of
love
nowhere.
Shannon. She's awesome.
It was out of left field. Like I said, he was so quiet the first practice, and then the second one, it was like the end of the practice.
Yeah.
We were all just kind of bullshitting or whatever. And why this TV conversation got brought up, who the fuck knows? But he was just out of nowhere. Well, I'm like, oh, all right, he's in.
Because what was really funny was after the first practice, we're all like, he left, and we're looking at Tom. We're like, oh no, dude.
Well,
Like-
see, me and Dave played band.
and that's what he said. He was like, Dave and I
He's
played
like,
together before.
we'll give him some practices, let him get into it.
Yeah,
Because
get
you guys were in
comfortable,
very
yeah,
free
get
stuff. Were you
into
doing
it.
something else together?
Second one right off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah, watches me masturbate.
And then when
Yeah.
his son was playing bass, he was cracking shit on his kid, which was great. You want to tell that story? Oh, I didn't think you would.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let's
we
just
did.
put it this way, Nick sat there like this, dude.
Oh, the mom comment?
mom comment.
comment.
I was like, dude, that's my mom. I was like, yeah, Dave's in.
Well, I
Dave's
fucked
in.
your mom, and he's like,
That's what we.
Yeah.
That's what we say about our three kids. You can't bully our kids because we already do it at home.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're I mean,
It gives them backbone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Gibson, he's ready to turn 14. He asked me if I want to come. Hey, Storm's just coming to get now, so He doesn't care. His hair's way down. His hair is longer than. But yeah, you can't bully my kids.
That's like
We
my
do
two
it. And
oldest.
they do it right back to us. So don't think we're like bullying them. They do it right back.
Yeah.
And they do it vicious. My daughter can come up with some good shit that makes me jam. I go.
Hey, that's what gives you a strong backbone.
Yep. My two oldest boys, oh my God, they're like, you can't possibly offend us. You can't possibly get us mad. You don't know who my dad is.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Like, give them backbone. Give them some structure.
I asked my kids, did anybody
Thick
mess
skin.
with you? No. I'm like, I didn't think so. I'm like, that's all right.
But
'Cause I
Lana,
was
she's a firecracker. She will fire back at you with both barrels.
good.
Good deal.
She's
What you
gonna.
need?
She's gonna
14
be our-
going on 40.
We told ours yet it's okay to swear around us. Oh man, I let loose.
Yeah,
Man,
we
burst.
haven't opened that door yet.
My son, our son, tries that. He tries that. Dad, can I curse? I'm like, no, man.
Listen, with our kids, one time I said we were having a conversation in the car as we were driving, and I said
Big mistake.
one swear word, and this was years ago, so they were young, and I
She's
said
8.
8, and
Yeah.
I said I was like one swear word because they were itching. I'm like one.
Oh, they
swear-
always. Oh, yeah. That.
They were itching, so
I
I'm like
remember
one
that
swear
day.
word
Yeah.
each. You guys give me what the worst that you can come up with,
Yeah,
and I'm
those are the
thinking
good times.
ass, bitch, whatever. And my daughter just straightens her back up and she goes cunt, and we're like,
I went like
Right.
this.
She went. All right.
we
I'm gonna
went,
be-
what
I'm gonna
the
be
fuck?
For the
Like,
I'm gonna
Dude,
be-
the queen mother of them
she just-
all.
and then our son's like, damn.
Yeah.
HE double hockey
Yeah,
stick.
hell.
Yeah. All 8 pounds of him was
Yeah, he's
was
like,
all
"Damn."
excited because he said
Damn.
damn.
Yeah.
And I look at my daughter and I go, Lana, wait.
I was like,
I'm
what?
like, I'm like, where'd you hear that
Hey, in
from? She
England,
goes,
it's all
Mom.
good.
Mom.
Yeah, see, in our
Threw her
household, me and
under it.
Tammy, we're not good role models.
All right,
I mean,
all
'cause
right,
we
yeah.
My
got-
wife talks
we
like a
got-
sailor all
I'm
the damn
a-
time. It's
you
no
know,
wonder Mike swears
She's
like
from
she
upstate
does.
New York, so she already has that attitude and that language. I'm a latchkey kid, so no one gave a shit that we were cussing at 6.
Right, right.
So our rule with our kids was when they got a certain age, here and there, at home only.
Right.
Right.
Because both our kids are, they're straight A students anyway, so I don't have any problems with them. But you'll hear Gibson in his room because he's into rap. Oh yeah, he sings the words,
Mm.
and you'll hear it all come in his room like going, God damn.
Like, he's better
Are you
than me.
Yeah, right.
When your kid
He's
makes you
doing
blush,
good.
that's when you know.
And it's like some of the stuff I'm like, oh, you're listening right. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm like, and then
Tupac.
yeah, he's all that kid is. He's just like me.
Don't
at
show
that
your age
all
anymore,
over the
because that's
place.
showing mine too.
You know,
Right?
Well, what do you
right?
play for
Yeah.
NWA?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Oh, my
even-
God.
That's almost
Straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Most definitely.
So you guys, what do you have coming up?
Well, a lot.
I would say I looked at you. I
Busy
have it
schedule.
pulled up. I know like March 29th you're at the Red Skeller.
Yeah, that's our
And then
album
the 12th,
release.
West Side Bowl, Ohio.
Yeah.
It's so cool that you guys. I'm seeing so many bands going like to New York, down to Pittsburgh, down to Ohio.
We were actually talking about that on the way out here.
We were.
So,
We're
as an original band, you don't want to oversaturate yourself in an area. So we try and do Erie show, Ohio, Erie, you know what I mean, and kind of stagger when we're in town and
Spread
not.
the love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the only problem though is that, and these guys know, is if we have an opportunity show and we've got an Erie show close, we'll take the opportunity show as
Oh,
well.
you got
Yeah.
There's no doubt. That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer.
So
I
we
mean,
do.
I would be more pissed at you if I knew that. I'm like, okay, you're gonna play. Seriously, go.
Yeah, and
You
so
gotta take that. You gotta take that shot. Doesn't
for
matter
sure,
where
for
it's at.
sure. In July, we've got an opportunity show we can't announce yet, but it's on a Thursday, and then Saturday we turn around and play at Voodoo. But they're two different spectrums of people, completely different viewers
Doesn't
or
matter.
whatever.
If you get a chance to branch out and get to.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
when the show's announced, because the series has not been announced yet, but when the show's announced, everybody's going to be excited because I can't say this, we're the only original band on this series that got asked to
Nice.
play the series. So
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't
Huh?
even know
Huh?
I don't even know
Yeah, you
about
do.
you do.
yeah, you
We
do.
just-
You approved the date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the chat, bro.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Thursday.
I said it was
just asked
okay.
about it. Come here.
guess we're going.
Oh, yeah.
Gee.
yeah.
There's that sometime.
Good God.
Don't let him get you down.
Good God. But anyways,
That's
So,
all
yeah, we're
us
on the
old
west
guys that
side.
stick together.
What do we have?
It's not a possible North Carolina trip, too.
Correct. Yeah, we have West Side Bowl in Akron, and then Dreadfest, and then we'll be in Columbus the following weekend, and then we're taking May off because Tomas is having a surgery. And then June 6th we're at Voodoo, then June 7th is his benefit.
Yep.
And then where are we at the following week?
June 21st, it looks like.
He's got our
King's Rook.
schedule.
Yeah, I do. King's Rook.
Total fanboy.
Yeah,
mode.
King's Rook for the Louder Together.
Yes,
That's like similar to the Rainbow Fest.
Okay.
Okay.
It's LGBTQ thing.
Yep.
Our kids
Yeah, I mean,
are
I'm looking here. It's like you guys are
all over
August 8th. You're in Charleston, West Virginia. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
West Virginia,
That's
back
gonna
in
be a
Akron.
blast.
Oh,
It's
and then
like-
North
it's-
Carolina,
yeah.
we're waiting to
Maybe,
get.
I'm going to be like a little fanboy, but I'm like, okay, you're
Aw.
playing in Charleston, West
State,
Virginia.
North Carolina?
You're doing all this, and here you are on our
Yeah,
podcast.
Aw.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
We feel
Stop.
extra special.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a North Carolina Veterans Fest is what it is. Music
Nice.
veterans. It's all original metal bands. And because these two are veterans, military veterans, we are you a veteran too? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I know you. Mike was.
Right.
Yeah,
Mike's a Army veteran, but these two are, and so we obviously eligible to play the veterans thing. So we're just waiting to get the list.
Yeah, I think the
Awesome.
March 31st.
Is when they're announcing.
Oh, that's kind of part of the bands.
Oh, to
So
add.
he said yes. So they said right after they're gonna try to get all the bands.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Road trip.
All right, well, let's.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this, but let's get to Tom's benefit.
Definitely.
let's talk about your benefit.
You talk about it. We'll put it together.
So
I'm just like, well, okay.
stop it. So
He's very humble.
am I good? Am I okay to
Very,
talk
very
about it?
Yeah, yeah.
So for the last year and a half, we've known that Tom was diagnosed with cancer. So
I'm sorry to hear that. We're praying for you.
Sucks.
Thanks. Yeah.
we've been waiting to hear how his treatment was going to go. So last winter they had said, you can wait a year and see how it, goes, or have surgery or whatever. And he said, well,
Quiet, beer wench.
beer me.
Beer me.
So we so he opted to wait the year and see what happened. Well, he had his testing and it metastasized. So he had made the decision to have surgery. Well, they gave him the options and whatnot. So he chose surgery. He was supposed to have it at the beginning of March, so we had blocked off March and a little bit of April and or February and April, and he ended up getting a fucking upper respiratory infection. So they were doing all this pre-testing and stuff, and so they were like, dude, you can't have surgery with this. So they backed him up to May. So we had to cancel. We had 2 shows in May, which like we explained to him, whenever you have to get this done, we will cancel whatever the fuck we have, and your health comes
Right.
before
That's
absolutely
number
anything
one.
else. So
The way it kind of worked out, maybe we only had 2 shows.
yeah, maybe we had 2 shows, and realistically, I think that if he would have had surgery at the end of February, beginning of March, that it would have been too quick for us to do the album release. But
What's the
it's
recovery time?
4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, so not too bad.
well, he lucked out that now it's laparoscopically, because prior
yeah,
to
The technology nowadays is.
prior to that though, dude, it was as invasive as a C-section.
Yeah.
So they would have literally like cut him
Right.
open, and he would have been down and out for a hot minute.
It's
So
amazing what they can do now.
yeah, so they're gonna do the surgery, and then so anyways, we were talking at practice, and I said, well, what's your plans? And I know he's working his fucking ass off right now trying to make up for income lost and all that
Yeah.
during the time he's off. And I said, well, why don't we do like a little benefit? He's like, I don't want to do GoFundMe, like that's just not my style. And I said, well, what if we put together a show, like just We won't go out. We won't go crazy. We won't do whatever. But like, you know, put a little show together
Yeah.
for you, not for a benefit, not for whatever. We'll just put a show together for you. And I said, what bands do you want? You know, and it was funny because as soon as I announced that we were going to be doing a benefit for him, it was like 20 fucking
Everybody's
people.
showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make a
Okay.
basket. I'll make a basket.
Okay.
I'll make a basket. And then the guys from Ken and Sean messaged me and said they've got tickets from a 50-50 that they did, and they're like, just everybody came out of the woodwork and like,
Yeah.
we're gonna help you with what you guys need. And then we had sound donated by Brian Waller, and then all of the bands like went out of their way and was like, we'll do it. We don't care what we have to do. And like Maniacal Device, for example, Mike's band, Mike messaged me immediately and was like, Erica, does it have to be this day? Can we move it? I literally bought plane tickets that weekend, but I have to play Tom's benefit. And you know, it's just a testament to Tom and how much he means to the community. And
Definitely.
and everybody really came out of the woodwork. And
Everybody
like the
just
flyer,
like
have you guys seen the
comes
flyer?
together.
Matt Cox made the flyer. You have to
Oh,
see
did he
it.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually what I'm
with the
actually
fucking
looking for
75 Tom heads on it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
see
awesome.
that.
Yeah, that's
that
what I was looking
awesome.
for. So yeah, it looks like you're having what, Chinese auction raffles 50-50.
Yeah, we'll do a big Chinese auction. We've
Yeah,
had
I'm sure we could probably put
I'm
something
sure
together.
we can throw something
Yeah,
together.
I'm sure we can put
Aw.
something together.
Definitely.
awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah, we work with so many vendors and
Oh my
bands,
god,
and
that's one hell of a fucking
it's
lineup.
gonna be
And you pick them out?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
My ears
That's
gonna be-
his
There's
handpicked
a
lineup.
couple of bands too.
Yeah, my ears are gonna be
There
ringing
were,
that night.
yeah. Well, I said, dude, we're not. He's like, oh, this band and this band. I'm like, dude, we gotta like
We want them
condense
all.
it here.
Cut it
Yeah,
down a little bit, bro.
yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
condense it a little bit. So.
You know damn well that's me.
Top fest.
Everybody
How-
knows
how
that
Tom
you've got
Fest.
something to do
How
June
close?
7th.
I mean,
You better be there.
how big this scene is, and how just everybody is. This place is gonna be fucking packed.
Oh, dude, there's close to 200 responses on the event. Hell, our album releases next week, and there's more responses on his benefit. I said, dude, it proves like what you mean to the community.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're gonna
Definitely.
come out with good.
yeah, it was
people.
great. And like I said, Matt was like, I'll make whatever flyer you want. And then we put together the event page, and it blew up. I mean, everybody shared it.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
just like that benefit for Will.
yeah,
Yeah.
same.
He couldn't go.
Yeah,
I
couldn't
really
make
could.
it.
I really couldn't go. But I'm gonna drive up there. Bought 2 tickets to get in. Went there, got the raffle. Watched a couple songs. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. But at least I wanted to come at least.
Yeah, we jumped
But-
on it last minute because
And
they
then
had a
just,
It's a
and
bad dance.
yeah.
just
Well,
about
they had
tickets,
lost
put
bands.
something in there. It's like, hey, I gotta go now. Bye.
They had bands
Okay,
drop
yeah.
off of it, and we had seen that they needed a band, and we're like, at us, like, if you guys need somebody, because we had decided like December we weren't going to play, or weather and shit,
Yeah.
and we saw that they dropped it, and we're just like, if you guys need a band, and I think it was Jay was putting it together, and he was just like, if you guys can play, please do. And we're like, fuck
That's
yeah.
a good place to play at. That's gonna be go see a show. That's a good
And
place.
that's where we do Female Fest every year. It's very nice how they have it set up in there to make things like that work.
Now that's happening again this year, right?
Oh fuck yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was. Yeah,
Yeah. Last Saturday in September.
that was a good time.
Yeah, it'll be a good show. I've already got all 18 bands booked. We've got 6 on the
We
back
have
burner.
18.
18
Nice.
bands.
No shit.
Yeah, from all across the country.
How
this
hard
year.
is that to get like
Wow.
bands to play like benefits or shows like that? If
Well,
you're a promoter,
his it was
his would be
immediate.
like 30
Yeah.
seconds.
It was.
It's
Everybody
filled up.
replied yes within minutes. But so Female Fest the first year. So we had played with a lot of female bands, and then the idea kind of festered, and I put a post up like, what do you guys think about this? And then everybody was like, we'll play. So I'm like, okay. But then as we got closer, more bands wanted to play. So I'm like, I gotta max out at some point. So it went from 2 to 11. So, but it's nice. Like we did it like Mosh for Tots back and forth
Yeah.
on the stages, and it ran like clockwork. So last year was exactly the same. It ran like
Yeah, Monster
clockwork.
Toss was a fun one too.
Yeah.
I love Kenny Sutton. He puts
I don't know.
together.
My
He's
favorite
always
place
the
to
best.
see it is it's going to be that metal wherever that place is. That's a great little area inside. The sound is beautiful in there.
Where?
At the Metal Massacre.
Oh, Matt!
That barn.
Fuck yeah!
It's like
dude.
a barn.
Yeah, Matt.
Well,
Matt-
that's-
amazing.
That's Matt Copeland.
He's-
That's
Yeah.
Matt
He's
Copeland. all
choice.
day. Yeah.
He's the dude.
That was his. That was
Like
his
I had
first.
nails going into my ears
Oh, yeah.
after the
Yeah.
first night.
Dude, you
Right.
can't hear for 2 days after Metal
I
Massacre.
couldn't
So
hear after
great.
that day. I had to stay out of the barn pretty much the second night because it just hurt too much.
I'll tell you
sure.
It hurt in a good way.
Yeah, as a testament to Matt, when we did Hoot Nanny last year, it was out in the open at a racetrack, and Matt did sound, and it sounded every bit as
Oh,
good
you got
as in
one.
the barn.
I'm nursing it.
So yeah, so
Have to
Matt,
nurse it.
Matt's,
There's plenty more in there.
Matt's awesome.
So what's your? I mean, what's like the coolest show you've ever done as a band?
As a band,
As a
and
band.
it's the five of us.
Yes.
Not Buffalo.
Okay. All right.
That
Let's
was
talk
pretty
about
quick
Buffalo.
there.
All right, Dave. Let's talk
No
about
wings.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
There
go
was no
ahead.
wings.
Why don't you go ahead and talk about Buffalo?
It's story time, Dave.
Story time.
Story time with
Story time
Buffalo.
with Dave.
Well,
Yes,
for a city that's always talking about how great their wings are, they sure didn't have any when we played there.
No shit.
No.
Are you
No,
kidding
they
me?
didn't- They didn't have wings.
And they had food for 45 minutes.
Buffalo, New York
Yeah.
had no wings in that city.
Downtown Buffalo.
That's sad.
Downtown Buffalo.
How-
Not only that,
shame on
I
but
was looking forward to wings.
Yeah, so would I. Oh, it was like, oh yeah, I know that disappointment going to. Remember when we were coming? What were we coming from?
Yeah, it was.
like
we
a
went to like an
fucking
Irish,
flatbread.
Yeah,
Irish
so
restaurant, and they
weird.
had like an
Really
Irish
weird.
pub. They didn't have bangers and mash, and I was so
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah,
I,
they
That's
had
bullshit.
advertised.
yes.
They had advertised. We go
It's
to
An
work.
Irish
Yeah, we're
pub
all
not
out.
serving
I know that's
Dennis
right.
or Chili.
How are you going to be a beer in downtown Buffalo and you don't have wings?
You don't have
Yeah.
wings.
It's confusing to me.
Maybe-
Anyways, best show. What do you guys think our best show as a collective that we have played? 100%. I have by. I'll give a second one. It's Metal Masker always,
Always.
but we haven't played with Stan at MM yet, so
No.
I think
we'll.
our
we'll
last
get there.
couple shows are all really good.
They were.
Anything at the afterlife.
Yeah. I think-
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
I was gonna say.
Afterlife.
I was gonna say one of my favorites was Kentucky.
Oh, the Stargazer.
Yeah.
I love that
Kentucky.
Yeah, we
show.
played a place called the Stargazer Lounge, and it used to be an
I
old.
saw that post. I'm like,
It was a movie theater, and they turned the movie
Nice.
theater into a bar, and we played on the stage where the actual movie projection would be.
no shit.
Then upstairs where the
Dude, I bet
projectors
that sound
were
is so
they
good.
turned
It
into the
sounded
green room.
so good.
for the bands. So we got to look out the little window, and you could watch the other bands play from. It was
They
amazing.
treated us
I
like
bet he's
rock
amazing.
stars.
Dude, I
That
bet
Yeah.
that sound is epic in there.
Oh yeah,
It
it
was
sounded
It's
so
great.
already
It's
designed
great.
for acoustics anyway.
we went on
That's
tour
so
with Drown the
smart.
Deep last year, and that was part of the tour. And
Yeah,
and
Albany show in Glen Falls, whatever. That was-
the Albany show was good too.
Oh yeah, that
With
bar.
that-
was hell.
That whole tour was
We said
a
Drown the-
blast.
Drown
Drown the
the-
Deep
yeah.
from Pittsburgh.
That's right, 'cause I saw them at the Female Fest. I think.
Yes, yeah, they're playing with us next weekend.
Yes.
Nice.
Or
That's some
next
pipes.
weekend already?
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
next
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, that's another good band to go see.
They are absolutely fucking amazing. That's the benefit of us playing different places and grabbing different bands is you get to learn bands from out of like that is literally what next weekend is. Like we're with Vernotica, who
Yeah.
they've been side by side with us playing shows, and then Drown the Deep from Pittsburgh, and then the Undone from Youngstown. Like they've kind of become like our brother bands from
Yeah.
different cities, you know, and
Yeah, I like to get
It's
them
great
on.
how you bring those out of town bands in.
Oh,
so
we-
everybody else.
well,
can get to see 'em
Pittsburgh
too.
sucks ass. Their
Yeah.
bands are awesome. Their scene is horrid. And
Really? From
they're-
Pittsburgh?
they have zero venues. Zero. You can literally ask one of the major. That's why all the bands fucking tour from Pittsburgh. They have no venues.
That's sad.
We lucked out, and there was a few venues that were still playing last
The
year.
Bridge Bar was pretty
The Bridge Bar was
Yeah,
awesome.
they're closed.
Closed. What was the one that we played?
They just don't want to
Subalpine.
have fun.
The Subalpine
They
played.
just
They
don't want to have
closed.
fun. They don't want to have fun.
We were supposed to play the Jackalope, the crafty Jackalope in May, but we canceled because of his thing with the Undone. And that was the first Pittsburgh show that I was trying to get a Pittsburgh show booked in August, and they literally want us to pay to play at one of the venues.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Fuck that.
No, we're not doing it.
This was fun, bro.
Mr.
I
Smalls,
can't believe they don't have
Wonderful
venues for you guys
place,
to play.
I'm not paying to play.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah,
And
because
then there's
Erie
West
has.
Side Bowl.
It seems like Erie's
That's-
been adding a
that's-
few more
That's a great
here and
place to
there.
play.
Huh?
Here in Erie, it seems like they've been adding a few more new
Yeah.
venues that you guys have been playing.
Yeah, so
And Barracks is one.
correct. Jen Quirk and I'm not gonna take full credit for anything, but after COVID, we had literally the Sandbar and Philly on the Rocks, and I'm like, there's got to be bars that are willing to take bands. Like, there's no reason why we should be subjected to this when cover bands can literally like ring up a place and go play for $1,200. Like, it's
Yeah.
horseshit.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking shit on cover bands.
No,
They have
nothing
their
wrong
place.
with them.
But for original bands, it really sucks.
Yeah.
So Tom and I had met up with this guy named Brandon, who was originally working with the Voodoo in Meadville, but they were trying to branch out to Erie, and we met with their GM, Kyle. And Kyle's like, yeah, I'll give you guys a couple of shows. And that was the first year, like 2021.
Yeah.
They had given us a few shows, and then the next year they started the patio series because we did so well. So now the patio series has been running every summer since then.
I think we've been there every
Yeah, I
summer
would
since
say-
it started.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I haven't. I mean, there's been, I think the only really band that I ever saw really by accident was like the Billy's Tavern. You have those little, oh my God. Those,
Oh, bring that up.
Why you have to do that? Oh my
Oh,
God.
Lord.
That was horrible. But like a little mom and pop size bar,
Yeah.
but not, I've never seen a cover band in Erie because ever since we went to Sandbar,
Yeah.
and it was you guys, Hibernation, Joe Nameless, or someone else. Who was it?
Oh, it was,
Bong Mongols.
Bong Mongrels?
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it
Oh.
Grim Grid?
no, it's a fan from Akron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Wrath Icon.
yes.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
They brought the boy up on stage.
That was
That was an
that's
awesome
when I-
night. Everybody was so
This
awesome
was- yeah.
to his kid. It was. I
Not
said,
even
"Look,
that, the
dude, this
music
is
was-
what
the
the
music was
scene is
phenomenal.
here."
The
Oh,
music
it's
was
his first
phenomenal.
show
It was
ever.
original
Well, here's a
music, and it was
shirt.
so
Here's a
much fun.
shirt.
Yeah, the scene
It's-
the scene is so good to kids. They really, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you're aspiring and you're interested in music, and this is what you want to see. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no issue with it, especially if we go to.
Nope.
What was it? I tell it all the time because last year it was me and him and Gibson on Friday night. Saturday, Massacre.
Be specific.
Yeah, Saturday,
We got another
Yeah.
weekend, man.
the Saturday night it was me, Chuck, Gibson, Tammy, and Lindsay, and we always set our stuff right outside the main
Little,
door.
little cottages. over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave all of our shit there. We'll go in, see who we want to see, come back. Everything's just no one fucks with
No one messing with
it. All
shit.
right, so we were sitting out there. I'm smoking a joint and shit. And we're just drinking and all that. And Gibson goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the restroom." All right, you know where they're at. Tammy's like, "Are you gonna go with him?" I'm like, "No, he's fine." And Jaden was coming up at that time.
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, he's fine." I'm like,
It's like I
So you
pity
tell her.
anybody that would mess with
he's
that
like,
boy.
"Oh
Oh,
yeah," because it makes such a
100%.
kid. He goes, "It'd be instantly have like a group of guys just beating the shit out of him." He goes, "He's fine."
Yeah.
100%.
It's a huge family.
Yeah.
That's what Massacre grew
That's
into.
what I love
It's just
about it.
I
family.
have no issues with it. It's
Yeah.
always been. So I mean, it'd be nice to see some of these venues.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, our
And I'm
daughter.
and I'm talking to you, Big Bar.
Uh,
talking to you. Fucking open it up.
yeah.
Don't be a dick.
At least
You
once,
already have a shitty reputation.
one
can make
show,
it better.
one show
Bring
a
the metal
quarter.
community in. We'll straighten it out. We're a good one. We don't fuck with shit. Get rid of the cover bands because they're causing trouble. And your reputation is going to shit. Yeah, I'll call you out. I ain't fucking afraid to call you
Damn,
out,
Dave.
Big Bar.
Speak.
I
Oh.
am here for it. I
Don't
know you're in that
sugarcoat it
conversation.
now because you're not good at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now their reputation is gone to shit, man.
I
There's not been. I've been to so many like local metal shows in different bars. Not once have I ever seen anything happen.
No.
Not one
Coming
thing.
on strong.
well, except for the barracks, but
Yeah.
we'll just go
Yeah.
ahead and
We won't go.
I was
yeah.
isolated.
that was
Yeah, but that was
isolated.
that was outside. And never mean. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and that's.
Yeah.
It was funny too because we've never talked about it because we had that post
Mm.
and we all that, and everybody thought it was like someone was saying it was we didn't like we're saying that like someone was fucking with us.
No.
It was like one dude making a
Just
comment to
we
someone
put
else.
a
on the
video
page,
up,
like,
and I
"Oh,
think
fuck
you had commented on it, and then that person commented all bullshit on it. It's like, wait a minute, no.
Nah, we're not playing that bullshit.
It's like, no.
Yeah,
Right,
no.
right.
Well, and
Delete, block, out.
I wasn't even involved in it. It was just that
No.
guy. That guy had been running into every
Yeah, oh my
woman
God.
in that
Don't
place.
get me fucking started because I'm like, he sees me with the camera live streaming like every show. He's hitting me. The last time he's hitting me, the guy.
He's hitting. He hit both of their wives, and both of their wives weigh like 100 pounds wet. And-
I've seen their wives. But I'm like, dude, I might be an old man, but god damn it, I'm a Gen Xer. Don't fuck with me. I'm trying to. You see, I got a camera.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go around.
Well, he
Go
took
around.
it. And listen, I'm not. You do you. That's
Have
just
fun.
Yeah.
you do you. But
Yeah.
he took his shirt off. He had a big ass swastika on his chest. My boyfriend thought that Jen Quirk was running the show, so he had gone up to Jen and said, "Hey, this." is this an issue? Do you want me to handle it? Whatever. Well, it's actually Ken Severance's show. So they leave. I see Noah and Jen getting into it with this guy. So I go get Ken, who is a big ass dude.
Yeah.
And I said, Ken, there's an issue in the bar. Can you please handle it? Because this is your show, whatever. Well, then Ken gets in the middle of it. And then that's when this whole thing starts. And then this dude's wife starts fucking screaming at Noah. And then she gets up in his face and she swung. It didn't hit him. And I'm like, you just gave me the fucking 411. So I grabbed the bitch by the throat and threw her out of the door. And the door was locked. And I'm yelling back at the bartenders because I don't drink.
Oh,
No.
okay.
So
was you.
it was me, dude. I threw the bitch out of the bar. I'm so cold sober, and she had she put her hands on me, like on my chest, and pushed me, and I'm like, okay, we're doing this.
Here I am on the patio getting high when it's all happening. Kept out there going.
That's the best seat in the house, though.
What's going on out there?
I was so sore the next day, but yeah, the door was locked. I could see the door.
Well, I had no clue what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
everybody thought
it was the dude and his wife.
See, I had no clue what happened. I just thought someone was like, because I woke up the next morning and I saw it, that comment. I'm like, oh shit happened after I went to bed. Chuck took care of him. Like, so I waited till he got up, and he was telling me, I'm like, oh. And then everybody's kind of like, no one's fucking with us. We're just not going to tolerate that shit.
Nobody did. That's why it went down the way that it did. The two of them were screaming and.
So that's because I couldn't see, because like I said, I was in on that patio in the corner. I could see the lights, and I'm just smoking the joint, just trying to look through the thing. I couldn't see. I'm like, I see God, but what's going on?
The two of them were screaming and carrying on, and she fucking put her hands on him. So I went and pushed her to the side, and then she shoved me, and I'm like,
I could say
oh
something, but
fuck
it would be
no!
Very, very mean. It would be very, very.
So
mean.
my hand went around her
hell,
throat, and I'm screaming at the bartenders as I got her in my fucking, and I'm like, can that door be open? And she's just like, let me get it. And she's like running around, like holding it open for me. And I'm like throwing this bitch out the fucking door. And she finally gets out. Then this mob of people like pushes the dude out. That was fun.
Meanwhile, I'm up there playing.
They're playing. Joe
I don't know
Davis
what
is
the
on
hell's
stage.
going on. We're playing, and I'm like, where'd everybody go?
You're playing, and I
I'm
had
playing.
left,
Yeah.
and I
Were
missed
you
the whole
standing there?
thing.
No,
Dave was still in there.
We were because I just remember because I think we did the third song. We did the live event.
Oh, you left too?
After that third
You had
song, I was
just,
out there and
like,
I just
just
saw the
walked
lights
out.
and I had no clue what was going on. I'm like I said, I'm just smoking away, just looking at the lights. Like, what the fuck's going on? Even when we're walking out, I'm being nosy when we're leaving. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All I know, if you guys watch, you just better have the body size to back it up.
He didn't. He got
No,
fucked
he did
up.
not.
And then
Because-
his wife fucking punched him in the face. He hit the concrete.
Because there
and
was a
that's
couple of
about it.
times. Because there was a couple of times because he kept hitting me, and I'm like recording. So I'm like, okay.
He got
And
handled.
so this one dude, I see this dude all the time, and I don't know who he is, but he's about my size, but he just looks like I don't want to fuck with him. But he's a really chill guy because he came and he saw him hit me. He just came up and make sure he blocked, and you just see him once in a while when he comes by, just put his foot out.
We talk about Popeye?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
He's done that like twice. He did it one time in my kid at Mel. Someone was getting too close, and you just see him stepping up in front of Gibson, just making sure I'm like.
Well, it's
And
just to the
fine.
point
Yeah, he does
that
it all
you
the
guys
time.
were saying is
But he
that
was
you know in the metal
But it
field
was
you don't
funny
fuck
because we were
with
just sitting
people.
like, just making sure he's not hitting me once in a while. Just either push him or stick his foot out, trip him. I mean, maybe too drunk, but alcohol make you do dumb shit.
It will. She was fucking plastered. She pissed her pants in the parking lot. I was so fucking irritated.
Oh,
We're
that's so
going all
awesome.
out.
Oh, dude, it was a good night.
You made a girl piss her pants?
She pissed her pants in the
Oh,
parking
bless
lot.
your heart.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome.
dude,
Ladies over there, okay? They're
Yeah,
No,
over there fucking dying.
Dude, listen, I threw her out of the door. They finally got the guy out, and then they got into it.
Oh, dear baby Jesus.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was.
awesome.
Oh,
You just.
God damn it, Dave.
Damn it.
I was.
She was
Dave.
I was.
But she
fucking
was-
in
she
a-
had to,
in a
but he
corner of
was.
the fucking patio,
He was.
smoking a joint, looking at the lights, had no
How many
clue
times
what
you
was
gonna tell
going
us that, Dave?
bullshit. I want to see shit like that. I would have loved to see her
You
describe that. Oh,
Well,
You
sure.
should have come out.
that's so fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm the
What's
last
going
one.
on
I'm the
till
last
it's
one to
over.
fuck with. I'm telling you,
That's
like
hilarious.
we got so many good massacre stories of me just fucking going at people because I'm just not. It's just not it.
No.
But there's always one. There's always one
There's always
stupid ass.
somebody.
Well, that's what it is.
There's
There's
always
always
one.
there's always
it
that
don't
one
matter.
person that gets too drunk or gets too lit
Well,
and
once at last year massacre, there was some dude who got hurt in the mosh pit. He was drunk as hell. Kept coming back, and his arms broke. and keeps coming-
Tiff's a paramedic. Tiff had to pull him out.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. We didn't see it, but Jake
Yeah.
told us a story about
They had
it.
to call an
Yeah,
ambulance.
like-
the guy was fucked up.
like
Yeah.
why?
Kept going back
Why?
in like, hey.
Literally, like his hand was like this at one point, like a club. It
I'll
was
tell
just
you what,
Give
though.
people what they want.
yeah.
I'll tell you what. The first time, because I was, I never went to
You
like
guys
shows.
okay back
Back,
there?
the only shows,
Yeah.
the only shows I ever went to, like back in the day, back in Indiana, where I'm from, Indianapolis, Indiana, was when my brother was in the band. So like out here or anything like that, but I'd never seen like a mosh pit or anything like that.
People are joining and leaving and joining and leaving.
Yep. Good
probably,
to see you.
but
Yep, we're still here.
Yeah, you should check and see if anybody commented in
Oh, I'm
case there's any
sure.
questions or something. You should just be able to scroll.
yeah. If
Oh.
it, hey, if
It's
anything-
all the way over there.
Oh my
Way over there. It's so
I gotta get
far
out.
to walk 5 feet.
Get my bike. Well, I got, bad thing is when you get old, when I turned 40,
Lazy
I ended up
piece of
getting
shit.
bifocals. I can't read it from here. I'm trying, but I just can't do it.
Be right in front of the
I
camera,
need
like, yeah, let's see what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. Oh, Jen works on.
Woo!
Hi,
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Hey, Jen, hit me up on Instagram. I've been
Oh,
waiting for a response.
Bill's
Instagram.
on. Bill Domino, who did our interview the other day, is on.
Woo!
I know
Nice.
a lot of people.
What's up,
All
Bill?
the way from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Hey guys. Oh my
See,
God,
that's
he was
our-
on at one point.
See, that's our main goal. Is
Nice.
like, a lot of people know us now in Erie, but
Hey,
now it's
Nina,
time
Nina's on.
for us to
Nice.
start
Hey,
branching
guys.
out. I want people in Ohio
Yeah.
and New York to know us.
Oh, it's Lana.
I want to
You
be
come
able to interview
play?
bands from New York. I mean,
Hey, pumpkin.
I try to get a hold of Dead Cassette, saw them out.
Yeah, that's Erica's show.
They were great to watch.
Right.
Really want to sit down, so we're trying to reach out to them. I mean, they want to reach out to anybody, even if you're like hip hop, rock,
Yeah.
maybe not country. Sorry.
Sorry, not a big country guy.
Not
personally,
Tom.
But
I used to be back in the day, but not now. Well, I should be because it's the town I grew up with. When we first moved here, there were like 300 people in it.
What's that?
Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's a cool country song.
I'll teach
sorry.
you make that.
There's some good ones. I can't knock it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll listen to country. It's not my first choice, though. First choice. What is your first choice to
Can I
go
get all
to
the
in the
points
morning
on
when you
your
listen
thing,
to
Mom?
like music? What's your go-to?
Was it respectful in the explanation?
Yeah, what's the wake up music you gotta listen to going to
Was it,
work?
was it close?
What's the question?
Yeah, sorry, we're having a
Go-to-
conversation.
I
What's
have
the
been on
go-to
a
music
Megadeth kick.
when you
What's your
first wake up?
go-to music?
Go to music
When
like
you want to
you're
listen to
heading to
something,
work or something.
when you want to
get
listen, it
pumped
doesn't
up.
matter. What do you want? I mean,
For me, it's old school Death and Thrash.
Okay.
The last album I listened to was Euthanasia by Megadeth.
That's a
Nice.
good album.
Nice.
Good one.
I go with any gothic metal. That's
Okay.
usually what I get going to,
Okay.
like
All right.
Cradle Filth or Pills and Nephilim.
I am a new metal whore.
Delicious.
So Linkin Park, System of a Down, Disturbed,
All good choices.
all the new metal.
The-
That's
wait a
kind of
minute.
my go-to.
The old Lincoln Park or the new Lincoln Park?
Listen. Listen.
Oh,
this is touchy.
come on,
this is
man. What are
touchy.
you doing here?
When
I'm
they
Team
first,
Chester.
You just opened
I
up the
will.
doors.
I will explain
Here we
my position.
Floodgates are
Here we go.
Original Linkin Park is what really got me into loving metal and alt music. So like nothing can be better than that. And I do not like the new Linkin Park doing old Linkin Park songs. However,
No, they can't.
let
do
me
that.
finish that. Let me finish.
Damn it.
No,
The new album is good because it's not them imitating
I'm not
Chester.
there yet.
If you listen,
I'm not there. I gotta get. I'm
if
not
you're
there
able
yet.
to listen to it, it is very good.
I was huge Linkin Park fan, and then I
Dude,
was
you don't
so
understand.
pissed.
Crawling is what got me into the shit.
Yeah, I was so
Linkin
mad.
Park
after
bumped in
he
my
did.
neon with the 212s
But-
in the back.
So I'm like
loved
one of
it
the
so
old like
loud.
hardcore Linkin Park. Like,
I will not
In due
listen
time.
to. I will not listen to her sing Chester songs.
No.
I won't.
No.
But like the Emptiness Machine, I fucking love that
That's a
song.
great song.
It is a very good song.
But that's just like Static X. You know, when Wayne died, you know, and then dude
It's
comes
hard.
in and he's literally
Aren't they still touring? Did
yes,
they just
they're
announce a tour?
basically like mimicking Static, but on the flip side, that was like one of his really good friends, and he's doing it as like a tribute to Wayne. I can get behind that, but I still listen to it. It's not
I mean,
Wayne.
it's not-
It's
yeah.
not Wayne.
It's not the same.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty much
not.
with all any other too.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
fuck,
is,
Queen's
it is.
touring. You know, Queen's touring
Yeah.
with Adam Lambert.
But Adam Lambert, I mean,
I know, but still, I
Yeah.
couldn't go see them because it's not the Queen I grew up with.
see, I
I
did the
agree
same
with
thing
you.
when Pete and Ace left Kiss. I swore up and down I
'Cause
would
I
never go
mean,
see them.
I know.
And then when they
I
did the
keep-
reunion, I
keep
saw
saying
them
this. and
7
I'm going to
times.
show my age, but I remember the fucking Live Ace. The
I
Queen.
think
Me
Tommy
too.
Thayer
Watching on
taking
TV.
Ace's character is bullshit.
Fucking
Why
the
didn't he get his own
best
dude?
fucking live
What about Eric
performance
Singer?
He
ever.
shouldn't have done it either.
If you ever get a chance to watch that, what year was Live Aid with Queen? Was that
That was
86?
1980, yeah,
80?
84.
Because I remember
85.
watching that on TV.
Right.
I was like 3 years old.
Dude, I wasn't even born.
I was a teenager. Yeah.
Tom was
Showing
in
your
his
age.
10th
Yeah, that was
metal
one of
band
their
at
best
that point.
performances ever.
I would
And
say
Freddie
probably.
Mercury was sick during that time frame too, and he still put on a
He was
performance.
very
No,
sick
that
when he
was-
died. He died in 1992, 91.
That was a good
92.
movie too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they did a very good
phenomenal.
Yeah, they did a
Yeah,
great job
they did a good
because
job.
there was a lot of times I was watching that movie and I'm like, that doesn't look like the actor. I mean, that looks like I'm
Yeah.
looking at Freddie.
He
Right.
did very well.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury is my music muse. Whenever anybody asks me in interviews, like, what's your go-to? And that's like, no, obviously not stylistically, like music-wise, but showmanship. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give a show, you know, obviously not the scale of that, but I want to be as entertaining. I want to be as, you know what I mean? That's
He just commanded the audience.
he was just so good.
Yeah.
Oh, he
couldn't help
commanded
it.
that.
On top
Commanded
of
that.
his
yeah.
voice and innovation, and Freddie Mercury is my be all and all.
I don't know. I think right now, I think my go-to is because we have me and him in the next month on Tuesday the 29th, we're heading down
Yep.
to Pittsburgh to go see Trivium, August
Ooh,
Burn Red, and
Nice.
Bullet for my Valentine.
Oh,
I
that's a
don't
good
know
show.
Bleeding for
Nice.
Limbard.
Oh, fuck
But
yeah.
usually any other time it's going to be Slipknot or All That Remains.
Oh, nice.
Trivium's
So,
phenomenal.
Yeah, I like Trivia.
Oh,
yeah.
Trivium Live is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got me hooked on them.
Haven't seen him live yet, but I will
No,
soon.
he got me hooked on
They're
them
very
last
good.
year. Yeah, they're a good one. But yeah, that's a good one. But
You see him the same year?
Usually
as him?
driving to
You
work,
just
I'll
saw
listen to
Bleeding
like
Green?
Dream Theater,
Trivium?
Sons of
With
With
Apollo,
Five
That's
bands
a good
like
one.
that, like Winery Dogs, you know, and then sometimes Pan will come on or Infected Rain or whatever. I have a crazy like playlist.
Oh, so
Dude,
do
you
I.
don't even want to know what my fucking light songs are right now. It's wild. It goes from Lady Gaga to Linkin Park to Mainskin to Reign of Z. I listen to a lot of Reign of Z stuff, dude. It's literally it's
We
insane.
could you when you say we don't call her that, we call her Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
God.
So
Her new fucking album
no,
is really
but
good.
the funny part
It's
is like Lindsay, our daughter, and then Gibson. That's all we've ever called her. They
Oh.
don't know what her real name
They-
is. But Lindsay was going. What was it? She was a classmate at Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were talking, and she was like saying it. He goes, "That's not how you say it." She goes, "That's her name, Lady Gaga." And he told me, like, "Son of a bitch."
I
Oh,
love
man.
it. I heard your album is so good.
She was Lady Gaga. He's like, it's always just Lady Gaga. Damn right.
Lady Gaga.
I
Anything-
love that.
What was it? Does anybody know the reference from that?
Yeah, Lady. It's from Queen. Lady Gaga.
No, Lady Gaga.
Oh, I do not know that.
Hangover. We're big. Yeah, our house is full of movie quotes.
Oh,
We
that's.
live with, especially Christmas time. It's all Christmas vacation quotes.
Yo, that's the best
Absolutely.
Christmas movie.
That is the
Yes.
best one.
It is.
Most definitely.
Yes, it does.
If I woke up with my head
Now,
sewn to
now
the
the real
carpet, I would
question.
be
The
more
real question
surprised.
is for everybody. For everybody, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right.
And what else is
It
one
was
of
on
the
the other day. I'm like, it's not Christmas.
Gotta leave your
Violent Night.
Gotta leave
Yeah.
that pack of Marlboro Reds, some shoes, and the Beretta 92.
Yes.
Up in the back.
Have you guys seen Violent Night?
Yes,
Yes.
so
That's
good.
a great.
That's
Christmas
That's a good Christmas
That's
movie to sneak in.
He's hilarious in there when he puts that guy's the grenade. Spoiler alert! And if
Oh,
he starts going back, oh, I got.
Hope you're
lost.
working to see
He
it.
just starts laughing like, like I love that.
It was a
movie.
great movie. It was a good one.
Oh yeah, that's our.
There's
household.
another. What's the one that just came out with The Rock? Christmas
Oh,
movie.
yeah, red.
Red
Red
Scare.
One.
Red one.
Red one.
Red
That
One.
was a
That
very
was
good
good.
one too.
I haven't
Don't
seen
see
that
that
one yet.
It was
Neither
very
have I.
good.
Is that a
Have you
good
guys
one?
seen
I haven't
it?
seen it yet.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It's you'll have to watch it. It'll be
You
a
know-
good Christmas classic in the future.
You know, another thing that I've noticed when I follow you guys on Facebook is you guys kind of hang out a lot together.
Yeah.
Like I see.
Yeah.
I don't see that a lot when.
We were having a conversation on the way down here. The three of us drove in together.
Who wants
We
to hang out together?
listen. You want to know what was funny? You
The only
listen.
time he hangs out was
Let's-
when there's wings involved.
Let's be
It's food. It's
What
Gotta
flavor?
have food.
right.
Not
Not
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Akron, yes.
This one always rides with us. So I'm surprised you didn't. And he was like, "Oh, guys, this is an interview that's closer to my house because he's in Edinburgh."
Mhm.
So
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I got the tickets from, I got tickets from you. We met at the country fair in Edinburgh.
yeah. So he was like, so obviously he's gonna drive into Mill Creek to fucking drive back in, and I live in Girard, so like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it made sense for you to drive into Mill. Anyways,
I got you. I got you.
anyways, we were talking about this is an incarnate of the band where we're all on the same page. Every single one of us is on the same page, and we had a conversation a little while ago about how every member in this band brings something. It isn't just we're each a musician. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's what somebody's working on social media, somebody's working on merchandise, somebody's working on writing, somebody's working on sound, every
Everybody does their
person
part.
in this band carries their own weight, and like
Nice.
it's incredible the work ethic each one of us has in making it all work, you know. And like Stan and his wife are excellent about, hey guys, we're going to be at this place this weekend. Ginger looked up this hotel and that hotel and this Airbnb, whatever.
Oh, she was huge during the tour.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
looked us up
yeah.
during the tour. That
The
was
tour
amazing.
was, yeah.
And it's just a very
That
integral,
home too.
Oh
A
my
very-
God, yes, that was
speaking
great.
of Ginger, a very
That
integral
coffee.
part of our band is the band wives.
Yes.
Like everybody's significant others plays such a huge role
How do you notice that?
in making.
You can
So,
see
like,
how
the-
our wives
But
support
another,
us.
but you know,
Yeah,
another
that's
thing-
and without that, it can't happen.
no.
It's true.
No.
Right,
And
Very
one
true.
thing that I've been like, you know, we've got the privilege of like talking to other bands, so we get a feel for them, and we've even
Preach.
The
we-
sneak
Look
in.
at that.
Thank you.
That's
we've
what we're
even
talking about.
gone to like
Teamwork.
different
Teamwork.
bands practices and just sit in. Like I, you know,
Not like the
I went
last time,
to
huh?
we went to Brotherhood and
I
James
had to
practice
drive.
one time.
DD now.
Yeah, he's the DD today.
It's true.
I sat in with Jones and Skeleton one time, so you know, getting to see like different bands, and when I try to, you know, kind of talk to like the new kids, like the new bands, there's a difference between like bands like you guys are professional band, like you guys handle everything in a professional manner.
100%.
Everything is in a professional manner. So if you want to, you can still have fun being a band, but I can tell it's easy to tell a band that's performing, that's just hanging out, having a good time, before a band that actually takes it,
It's like a family.
like takes it
more than
seriously,
Yeah.
wanting everybody's
Yeah.
working together and shit. Everybody's having fun, but it's a professional atmosphere. And some of these
Yeah,
young bands, some of these young
Absolutely.
bands just don't get that.
Yeah, we
they don't
don't,
understand that concept.
Not that I'm knocking on this, because I don't. Everybody has their practice routines, right? But like, for example, I was in Scars of Agony for a minute, and you know, those guys are the ones that get together and they drink and they you know, they have practice, and everybody's got their different styles. Ours very much so is we get together, we run our sets, we have conversations in between the songs about what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be done.
Absolutely.
Upcoming show things. Dave will bring, you know, hey guys, I've got this going on for merch or the website. You know, we'll talk about shows. He'll talk about bring
The
up
booking,
and things
for-
of that. So
for, like,
you know,
hotels
it
and
is very much so a professional atmosphere.
Yeah.
But like we spent a whole weekend in Akron together a couple weeks ago, and it's just fun.
That was fun.
We
Yeah,
just
That was
everybody
awesome.
Yeah.
everybody kind of just got together and did their own things and went and got
Oh,
food
pizza
and
was good.
Yeah.
went and got food, or the girls all went out and went to this witchy store. Like, you know, it's just
Went
we all-
shopping, made food there at the Airbnb. It
Yeah.
was just, it was awesome.
And
Nice.
that's what I was
Kind
going
of
to add
like
to
us,
that.
Chuck.
You know,
Yeah, a little bit.
that's the
Because our-
difference
it
between
kind of seems
us.
like us. That's all we do.
as a
Our
family,
families,
you
go
know,
on vacation,
we're
hang
a
out.
That's
band,
huge.
but we're family,
Yeah.
and we hang out together not just musically. So it all works.
And you're
No, I
correct
get it.
too. It's
Yeah, I
it's
get
a lot easier when your spouse is helping you and is on board with
But you
everything.
can
and
just tell
supports
though,
you.
like just like
It's just incredible.
it's the professionalism of
Yeah.
getting the work done,
Yep.
and fine tuning it and shit. Some of these
Yep.
younger bands need a
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you gotta think about it this way. So there's these new guys that they may be playing, and I'm not knocking anybody, but they might play Philly on the Rocks or Lavery or whatever, and get in these places, and that's what they're doing for now. That's great. Everybody
Yeah.
needs their starting point. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
get
But
started.
we're 10 years into this.
correct.
Every single person
it's a different story.
Yeah,
We're
every
talking
single
like
person
apples
in
and
this
oranges.
band is a
Correct.
veteran in the music scene. And like I tell them, I will not accept a show or even bring it to the table unless it's an opportunity. Because we're not wasting our time
Yeah.
on bullshit.
It's funny too because we have in the Midwest we have a name for your band. We call them the regional bands
Yeah,
because they're playing in like maybe 4 or 5 different states.
correct.
So we call them regional bands.
Yeah,
that's like
Yeah.
you have
That's
your
what we
bars and
consider those.
locals, you have
Yeah.
your regional
Yeah.
bands, and then
Yeah.
your mainstream. And you guys are just you guys are way up there. I mean that's why I said I'm
Thank you.
totally
Yeah.
surprised that
Thank
you
you.
guys are even
Oh, stop it.
seriously.
Grace
Appreciate
us
it.
with your
Yeah, I mean,
presence.
we don't even-
We're not worthy
Shit, I
still.
mean, we don't even have 700 followers. I mean, yeah. Hey,
Close.
make sure people get out there and subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Check out the
People
channel.
watching.
That's huge.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's huge.
I'll add it in the link below.
Yeah.
Get it.
Subscribe.
Yes.
That's
Get it.
huge. That's what we've been trying to work on that one because I'm trying to get to a certain number, and we're trying to get that. I'm trying to see
Get us up
Get us
there as
to-
we
yeah.
can.
and get into like Apple, iTunes, and all that. Try
Yeah.
to switch over to that. Which is kind of a pain.
Well,
in the
that's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
a big thing is having goals.
Yeah.
Although you want to get together and have fun and bullshit and whatever, having goals is what makes everything so much fun.
Yeah.
And like, for us, like that people will be like, "Oh, you guys have been in a band for 10 years. Isn't it boring?" Fuck no.
No.
Like we have so much shit on our plates at any given time. Like a lot of people say like you guys are like it's like having a second job.
Yeah.
It is. Like the amount of work.
But this is the job I enjoy.
This is the job,
That's
this is the job I
Right.
want to do. Like this
Yes.
is what I enjoy doing. This is what I want to do. And
Yeah.
having a job just funds my, job.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And it's
Fucks
funny
with
too
the fun
because
job.
Yeah.
we brainstorm like actually like I was telling you beforehand. This wasn't supposed to come to fruition back in November. This was just kind of a thought that we were going to work on
Yeah.
and try to get it pushed on like January, February of this year.
Drunk Chuck forgot about.
And yeah, because well, because like we're here,
I
like
brought it up. I'm like, what?
we're going to be hanging out. Other
Yeah,
times
you're
we're hanging out in the
God,
car.
yeah,
drunk was
what?
We're out here till like 2
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning.
I agree.
We're drunk. He's drunk. I'm really stoned, and I know he doesn't remember. But I
Eventually.
floated up the idea about it, and then at our it was August when we did when did we do the kids? July, wasn't it? The kids' graduation party.
August.
It was August. Okay.
August, yeah.
Jaden came to the graduation party, and I just floated the idea. Couldn't have been more than 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I said, think about starting a podcast, like we're thinking, name be the Metal Finger Experience. Just maybe here's our idea. Oh, very cool. Cool, whatever. Go to Halloween. Fast forward to the Halloween show at Barracks. First person, I come to the door. That comes right up to me, gives me a big bear hug. Says, "Hey, I need you. Can you be ready in 2 weeks for that podcast?"
Like,
What do you?
podcast?
What? He goes, I need you to get Kenny Sutton on for the Mosh for Tops, but you need to do it in 2 weeks.
Is that what started it?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what
Hell yeah.
That's
That was
awesome.
the first one.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, we're starting our podcast in 2 weeks.
got?
Yeah, and it was just audio because
We
I
gotta
had
figure
not.
this out.
The only
Yeah.
thing I had was this little Zoom pod recorder.
Yeah.
That's it. They have no cameras or nothing because we bought this just for shits and giggles.
Well, yeah, because we know we'd be sitting around the wise and we just
Bullshitting.
started going some off the wall.
So we just
bullshit.
did
It's like
all
we
that.
should
That's how it
record
all-
some
yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
It
So our
happened
first
once or
guest was,
twice.
2 weeks from the barracks was Kenny and Jaden.
Wow.
I love that. That's
That was
fantastic.
awesome.
That's how it started.
And then it just kind of went, and
And
then
going, and it's like, oh,
we were
shit,
supposed to
next
have
week.
we were supposed to have Joe Nameless was going to be the first band, but it was going to be on Black Friday. But then we had that snowstorm.
Oh yeah.
So we
Yep.
just did like maybe a 40-minute one with the wives, and then we waited until it was like the holidays were coming up. I'm not fucking with getting bands out here. We're gonna take the holiday off, and then that we picked them for a reason because we knew it was going to be a shit show, but we knew people were going to watch,
Boy.
and that we want our idea to get out that this is not we're not interviewing you.
Right.
Yeah.
We just want to yeah.
Well, I mean,
We are
it's an
kind of a-
unstructured interview,
Yeah.
but
It's a
it's
weird
but it's
Interview,
good.
but it's like, check out, these are the real
So-
people in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hang out, you bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, it's real life.
And the funny part is like we were talking like if we ever did, 'cause we were just a dream, but we were like saying, man, if we did, get a little bit bigger shit, we have to get like a little studio. We're gonna have to recreate this though because this is the idea. This bullshitting is in a garage.
Yeah.
Everybody sits around in a garage with their friends and bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how Eddie
I don't know
Trump
how many
started.
times people sit around and bullshit and be a fly in the wall in that conversation.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's even how bands start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, well, let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
write
just-
music?
I write music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, we have. Like I told you before, we really don't. I mean, we're just
Are you
doing
wearing
this because we
Yeah.
want
It's
to.
33 degrees.
He's always
outside.
wearing. Every time I see him, he's wearing shorts, and he always has a Star Wars. You're a Star Wars fan.
What
aren't
shirt you got underneath
Yeah.
that? Are you
I
naked?
have a Wu-Tang shirt under there.
Nice.
Him and my oldest would get along because he's a big. He buys
Oh.
all. Yeah, my
You know what's
oldest-
funny
right.
is we started having to coordinate
Was that
shirts.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, he's got Bigfoot shirt on.
See, I still
I got
see.
souls, my boys.
I have
Right.
this one, but I have my
Storms
Slipknot.
collapse.
Sound check.
Storms collapse. I should have wore that shirt. God damn it, I didn't think about it.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
rocking
No, I
Anarchy.
still believe that
There's
there's. I think what they saw was a grizzly bear. But see, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I believe in UFOs. So
Of course.
Dude, how
It's the same.
yeah.
It's the
How's
same.
it? The math's not mathing.
That's not
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
What are you talking about?
there's more evidence that we have UFOs that we're.
Dude,
Yeah.
first off, it's 100% a thing. Like to believe that
And I
there's
believe
not
that we-
other creatures aside from us is wild. Dude, like that's what's wild.
And especially in
Think
the
of how many
how big
hundreds of
it
billions of other
Yeah.
planets are out there.
And you're gonna say
just
we're
in
the
our
only
just in our
There
galaxy,
has to be.
there has
just in
to
our
be.
galaxy.
Have you met
No.
Henderson?
Well, just think, they're constantly discovering new animals.
I don't know, but I saw his dick and I
See, I already
Actually, it was a ball.
no, it wasn't. It's his dick.
Because a lot of people will
He
ask,
admitted
Why
it.
just
will
got one or
argue,
the other?
will always argue with me like, well, why won't they?
It's his dick. Show
come
him
out?
the
Why
picture.
won't they?
No,
oh,
like,
it's on my
no.
phone.
We're just a zoo.
No.
I believe that they come. We're just. It's like watching a zoo to them. We're just like monkeys with the nuclear weapons.
Oh, for sure.
They're just But I do believe we have crafts.
Oh
Crabs?
boy.
No, they're crafts. Well, yeah,
Does
You have
big
butter.
crab.
yeah, yeah, if you have crabs,
Actually,
I am a little hungry.
like spaceships.
I'll bring the butter and the garlic. I mean, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, because they're not. I mean,
I want some
Yeah.
seafood really bad now.
Yeah.
dude, I could. Oh my god. Oh, actually, we just every Christmas, him and Denise give me like a gift card to
Storm and Crab.
no,
No.
That's
No.
good.
Yeah.
Can that be our next place? But Tom will be uninvited.
no, I got
He doesn't like bottom feeders.
Get fresh.
They have good food
Oh, you're
there.
not-
They have other food there?
So remember I went there, I ate like these little nutty things, whatever.
Did you ever
Oh, yeah,
go when
yeah,
they first
chicken.
opened up?
Nice menu.
He hates
Yeah.
seafood.
Oh, you don't have seafood. Oh, you don't like. See, but when they went out to Baltimore, they went to there's a place out there was
I got message to go do something.
Oh.
Destiny Crab, like a restaurant, but it's also they go get their own seafood, whatever. So I have them shipped out like live crabs and
Oh, okay.
all that
nice.
shit out there every year. So
My,
good.
my brother
Oh,
goes
because
to
my
out there.
dad's family is from Upper Maine.
Yeah,
I grew up on that shit.
yeah, I love seafood.
We'll see what we can do is we can go to the Storm and Crab. We'll buy some wings for Tom. Tom can sit outside by our window
And watch
and just
us eat.
like write stuff, and we can just write things back and
Roadhouse
forth.
right next door.
You can't
Oh,
smell it. You don't
okay,
like, you
yeah.
don't even like
Surf and
smelling
turf.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, he'll
surf and
go.
turf. There
He's
you
gone to
go.
seafood
Oh,
places with
Chuck,
us.
Chuck and Denise, they ain't like smelling it.
Oh yeah,
I like the
he'll.
lobster biscuit. Brazilian
I was gonna
steak.
say.
We did. We
Oh,
took a
yeah.
band trip to go to
Oh.
Brazilian
My
steakhouse
waist
recently,
is
and that
good
was
stuff.
had
That is so
everything.
good.
It was
That
amazing.
is so good because after Jacob,
I was like,
graduation from like boot camp down at Lackland.
Okay.
We were in San Antonio. There was one there.
The Flan was amazing.
Yo, and then you don't
The
move for
Flan
2
was
days.
amazing.
Oh no!
from
Yeah,
Blaze,
I remember
phenomenal.
eating it because it was like it was a bunch of us, and I got the bill. I'm like, oh yeah, it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
I think
Dude, listen, I told
think
you
I
there.
ate that much in meats. I had the.
I
meat
told you their
sweats.
wives are
Right.
I had the meat
100 pounds,
sweats.
100 pounds wet. These guys, their wives put away more food than we do.
They always do.
Put it away. I'm like, where the fuck are you
It's in
guys
their
putting
fucking
this
legs.
shit?
They got a cavity.
Oh my
and it
God.
just
That's
goes down
the secret,
there.
isn't it? I'm asking
And
them.
then they won't eat for like 2 or 3 days because all that food's coming out.
oh my
That's the only
God
explanation.
damn it, that's
They
the
have
secret.
fucking tubes. They got
Motherfuckers.
tubes down their legs. That's the only reason.
I don't get it, man.
I'll tell you what, my girlfriend got converted. She couldn't stand, didn't have any idea that she liked it because she never tried it. But then we go there, and now she loves shrimp, the bisque, the lobster bisque. That's what
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
Dave convinced everybody to do
Oh
the
my God.
lobster bisque.
Now Nina's
That's
like,
good.
oh my God, I need the lobster bisque.
That is good.
Then she tried it from somewhere local, and she was like, man, this is ass. We need to go back to that steakhouse.
They have it at
Yeah.
they have it at Wegmans sometimes.
What?
About time.
I don't know.
All right. You guys good to keep on going? You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, what do you?
No, you
what-
tell us.
yeah, you tell us. We're here for
I
you.
go with
It's your
whatever.
show.
What when do you
I
need
get
it?
Bit about
Stan
half.
Stan has a time commitment at some point.
Yeah, we can
When
get
is your?
Me too, 'cause I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Well, Tom wants to go, so I guess we're done.
Yeah, we're done. Tom's
Do
on.
you guys have?
Big
Do
Dan
you
says
guys
time
have
to go.
anything else that?
No, you guys actually. I mean,
Yeah.
this has been fucking fun because
It's been
this
awesome.
has been
I
this is
appreciate
what
you
we
guys.
want.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
We just want a conversation, and we got it. We got our conversation.
Yeah.
Haha, we got it, bitches. That's
All that
right.
crying
No, this has
again.
been really good. I
Yeah,
think you
good.
guys definitely asked a lot of good
There's-
questions of us. I appreciate that.
And there's nothing like this out there.
No,
Not
there's
in this
not.
area.
There's
I think
not.
so.
So, but I can't. There's a few, but yeah. If you would please get on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. You can check our website www.themetalfamilyexperience.com.
If you don't already follow Storms, check them out. Awesome music.
Storms.
Can't beat it.
And go to a fucking local
Can't
show.
wait. Get to the show for the new
Get to a
album
fucking
release.
local show. Don't be a dickhead. Go to a local show. And then after
Don't be a
that,
dickhead.
subscribe to
Go
our
a local
YouTube
show.
and Spotify. After that, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
you
you
for
guys.
having us.
Yeah,
It was a blast.
absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
Definitely.
I'm gonna
We're
go.
still all live.
I'm gonna go see who we have on our live.
And stream.
Yes, let's go look at your live.
Let's go look at my live. Let's get our noses right in this. See our hair. Get all up in there.
There we go.
Oh, there's 7 people. Ooh.